I'm Mary Lohman, and this is Mondays with Mary. Recently, a passage from Psalm 92 really encouraged and challenged me. It says, "The righteous flourish like the palm tree and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They are planted in the house of the Lord. They flourish in the courts of our God. They still bear fruit in old age. They are ever full of sap and green, to declare that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him." It's only recently that I've begun to accept the fact that I'm growing old. In fact, I would be classified as a senior citizen, a label I staunchly refused to accept for many years. Frankly, I've never joined AARP, and I really don't plan to. My usual retort was, "It's only a number," meaning the number of years you've lived doesn't have to be the defining characteristic of who you are. And I still think that's true. But after a lot of birthdays, you just can no longer deny that you are now classified as old. However, now I'm just praising God for all the years He's given me and asking Him for as many more as possible, as long as I can continue to be used for His glory. And this psalm gives me great hope for myself and all of us who keep adding years to our lives. We can flourish in these later years. We can bear much fruit in our old age, fruit that comes from walking with the Lord lots of years, learning much along the way, and gaining an eternal perspective much more clearly than when we were young. A tree that's full of sap and green is a growing tree, full of life with much to give. So that's my intention for these last years of my life, however many there will be. I'm thankful that God is my rock, and I can declare His righteousness to the generations coming behind me. I can testify to God's faithfulness. I can assure others that His promises never fail, and whatever you're going through, He walks through it with you. And I want to keep growing, not just stagnate or take it easy just because that age number would tell the world that I'm retired. I don't find retirement in the Bible, do you? So no retirement from doing what God wants to do through me. No retirement from growing in grace and in the knowledge of Jesus more and more every day, every year. Certain things come with aging, like your body just doesn't function as efficiently or quickly as it used to. So I simply want to gracefully accept whatever that means for me, but never use it as an excuse to sit on the sidelines and watch others play the game. I want to focus on the positive good that is mine because God has given me lots of years, and live in thankfulness, not in complaining about how I feel or what I can't do any longer. The enemy wants me to sit down and do nothing. I'm just not going to let him win this battle. So if you're growing old along with me, be thankful. It's a special season of life with many joys and many opportunities. And if you're not yet in that senior citizen category, you might want to get to know some godly seniors who can bring a lot of wisdom and encouragement into your life, because they are full of sap and green, and there is much fruit yet to bear.